What's going on, everybody? It's your boy PTK Blam back in the building with another weekly video. How is everybody doing this week, man? It is an amazing week. We got the Xbox showcase next week, and I know you guys are looking at that thumbnail, but before we can get into that, we just want to say thank you for the continued support here on the channel. This has been the most amazing 6 weeks for the Shop Podcast and this channel in particular since it started. So thank you for the likes, all the new subscriptions, everybody coming out. And speaking of the Shop Podcast, come hang out with us, Shop Podcast 305 this Saturday, 6 p.m. AZ time, 9 p.m. EST as well. We're going to have another phenomenal show. It's actually directly related to this video as well. So come hang out with us, have some fun, and check us out. But let's get into today's video, man. I have been chomping at the bits to do this video. And like I said earlier, it is directly related to the Shop Podcast this weekend, 305. And today we're going to be talking about a little bit about the Xbox showcase and my personal predictions. Now, I went back and forth about the type of video I wanted to make. And what I eventually settled on is what would make it a perfect show for me. Now, I do want to get something off my chest before I get into this. There's a lot of people out there that always say temper your expectations. And it's always weird to me when I hear that, because the entire reason the event exists is to get people excited about games and whatever, you know, the fan base wants to see. That's the entire reason that it exists. So I understand people that say temper your expectations, but I don't ever follow those rules just because I don't care. And I'm going to be as excited as I want to be about these events, whether I'm right or I'm wrong. I never claim to be an insider or anything like that, but none of that actually matters to me at the end of the day. I'm just excited that we're getting to see new stuff. So just kind of wanted to say that and get that out the way before we start. But on to today's actual video and to get into the content, I'm going to be breaking down what would make it a perfect 10 out of 10 Xbox showcase for me. And just in general, what I would like to see. So we're going to go down the list here. I'm not going to hold you guys too long today. So we starting right off the rip. And this is actually kind of crazy. So I'm starting with Fable gameplay. And it's kind of crazy because we've had some new developments on the Fable forefront. Xbox shared essentially a brand new little teaser for the showcase. And there's some tidbits in there. There's some hints that people are kind of linking back to Fable as well. So the odds of us seeing Fable have seemed to shoot up in the last 24 hours. So that's something that I think so many people would want to see Fable. It's part of that batch of 2019 games that just has been sitting and we know that they're working on. So I'd love to see Fable for sure, 10 out of 10. The next is Avowed gameplay. I've already gotten to that so many times, made videos about Avowed. Obsidian is a top tier dev, and I'm dying to see what they've made, to see what Avowed actually is. We've seen some screenshots, quote unquote, like leaked screenshots, and the game looked amazing, but I'm dying to see what the game's all about, the characters, the powers, just the entire game. And once again, as part of that batch of games, it's been sitting for about 2-3 years now, and it's about time that we see them. That's been at the top of my list for months now. Another one is Hellblade II gameplay and a release date. The second part of that is more important. We've seen gameplay on 2 or 3 different occasions from Hellblade 2. Some people are particular. They say we need to see more gameplay, more combat. I've seen enough. I know what Ninja Theory is capable of. I don't really need to see more gameplay. Maybe a cool little sizzle reel. That would be nice. But I need that release date. Doesn't matter if it's 23 or 24. We need that release date for sure. The next one will be Contraband. Contraband is a game made by Avalanche, the same people that made Just Cause 1, 2, and 3. So this is another game, a heist sort of a game. We got a quick CGI trailer. Would love to see some gameplay from Contraband. Once again, we don't know exactly when this game was started as far as development, but it's probably been at least 2, maybe plus years, I would say. So shout out to Avalanche, one of the third-party exclusives that we got more recently from Xbox, and a brand new IP. So gave me mercenary vibes from the OG Xbox all the way. So I'm dying to see that. That would be awesome if we got more information regarding Contraband. The next one is Compulsion's new game. I'd love to see anything. We have seen nothing from Compulsion's new game. If you don't know who Compulsion is, they are the makers of Contrast and We Happy Few, a couple cool games, cool niche games, never really blew up, but they got the opportunity, they got the bag, they got the chance to build their studio up and make a AAA game once Xbox purchased them, and we definitely need to see fruits of that labor, because what I've been hearing, what we've heard as far as the little tidbits of the game, the description, shout out to Jez, sounds amazing. And I love a game in that particular time frame, in that particular art style too. Next thing is going to be an Exiles game announced. I don't necessarily need to see gameplay from an Exile, although I don't know for sure how long this game has been in development. All we know is that it's a action RPG. It is first person, and I believe it's kind of a steampunk fantasy world. It's kind of the theme, is the information that we know right now. But one thing I do remember, every time Matt Booty, Phil Spencer, Aaron Greenberg, or somebody mention an Exiles game, they always mention that every time they see it, their face is falling off or their jaw hits the floor. And if that's any indication, we already know what an Exile can do as far as a story and characters. If they got the budget to make this big AAA game, I'm dying to see it. So that's another one. If we get to see that in any way, shape, or form, I am okay with just a CGI trailer. I'm cool with that from an Exile, but gameplay will be even better. So that would be perfect if we saw that. The next one is a big one for a lot of racing fans. Shout out to my guy Fuzzy, and that's going to be the release date for Forza. Already seen some gameplay. We're actually getting a separate event, I believe, on the 13th of June for Forza specifically, and I think that's going to be more of a deep dive about the game, get into some of the specifics. Some of those real racing fans enjoy that type of information, but I just need a release date. I'm almost 100% sure, and I'm pretty confident we're going to get it this year. Is it October, November? We're not quite sure, but that might be the last first-party game if Hellblade 2 doesn't hit 2023 for Xbox. But we got to see or get a release date for Forza ASAP. Got to have that for sure for it to be a 10 out of 10. This one is more, I would say, controversial. It's one that not a lot of people are talking about, and that is Project Tanaka from Halo. I believe it's the Halo Battle Royale that Certain Affinity is working on. If that's an actual thing, I would love to see it. Now, I believe that they're using UE5 to make this game. So Halo Battle Royale, I know what some people are saying. Oh my God, a game as a service. Oh my God, Battle Royales, I don't like those games. But it's Halo, bro. We gotta let these studios breathe. I gotta see what it looks like. I gotta see what a Halo BR looks like, just in case it's super dope. You never know what we're gonna get. So that's kind of why I'm all in on seeing that. I think it needs to be seen. I feel like they've been working on the game for 2-3 years now, so it'd be a nice little cherry on top to get something from that. And then last but not least, the most obvious thing is Starfield going to show the way we think it's going to show. The big thing really is the 60 frames. I know people don't want to talk about it, but that is going to be such a huge topic of discussion, whether or not it has 60. Now, I do think that the game, there's going to be other things that blow our minds off, irregardless of the 60 frames or not. That's going to help, make the game bigger than it actually is, or just help, with the actual hype of the game. I think the game has way more to offer than we are even thinking. I think it has way more surprises than we can even think about at this point in time. But that 60 frames is going to be really important for a lot of people. I really got a good feeling about them pulling it off. The fact that they've had everybody from, like the internal IT team at Xbox. We're not talking about just Xbox. We're talking about Microsoft. They have Microsoft engineers working on this game to make it make it run as good as it can possibly run, and that's straight from Todd's mouth himself. So I think those things would make the Xbox Showcase a 10 out of 10 for me. Now, if we don't get, some of them, that's completely fine, but that would be a perfect show, and that would probably be the best Xbox show that they've ever put on. So down in the comment section, let me know what you guys think of my list. Let me know if you guys have a list of what will make the perfect showcase for you guys as well, too. And once again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate the continued support. Come holler at us this weekend at the Shop Podcast 305, everybody. Peace out.